Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. And I'll be running, possessed by a low, low voodoo. Fired up like a wolf on a full moon. And we're stuck in a la la land. The tides will turn without us. And I'll be killing time like I might be a cartoon. Take it in real life like haiku. I know we got the good vibes when pieces fall right into place. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes aren't funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding, holding.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the AFR F2 stream on F1 2020. We are in round 3 at Monaco, which is super exciting. I am your host, Psycho, and with me tonight is Stars.
Good evening, good evening.
Hey, Woofsy, how are you, man? And Weatherman has come back and informed us that it is going to be an all dry session.
God, that's a bit boring, isn't it, around Monaco?
It is boring. It's usually, not usually, but quite often it's wet around here.
Yeah, 100%. It's always the way, isn't it? Hardest track on the calendar.
I do expect that this is going to be a race of attrition on various fronts. So, standard F2 format, we have our 50% feature race and then a 50% sprint race directly after that in reverse grid order for the first 8 drivers. Now, Monaco being Monaco, super hard to overtake. You definitely either want to get a really good result in the first race, or you want to sort of aim for that like 6th, 7th, 8th to try and get up the front for the second race, wouldn't you?
100%. Yeah, at the end of the day, it really comes down to qualifying around here. Obviously, I think it's always the way. You know, you qualify top 3, you've got a really good chance of taking the wing around here. But yeah, 100% in this feature race and sprint race, you're ideally going to be wanting to either be really, really quick and come top 2, or 7th and 8th and be absolutely perfect for you. good to see the super soft tyres are back. Haven't seen them in a few years. Might have lost Psycho, but looks of it.
Sorry about that. I muted myself by accident.
Oh, beautiful. Love talking to myself.
Yeah, it's nice. So I don't know if I don't know at what point I muted myself, but I was saying that Bandcamp was a bit careful going around Saint Devot there for his first flyer. He's definitely taking it super cautious.
Yeah, definitely in your qualifying. I think it's at the end of the day, you know, with these F2 cars, it does take a few laps to warm up the tyres and get that actual prime performance out of them. So taking the first lap cautiously, just getting your eye in and going from there is probably a smart play. You don't really want to be putting it into the wall and being in it and starting from the rear, do you?
Not around Monaco. It's probably the last track where you want to do something like that. Now, I thought Bandcamp was the first one out on the block. I was wrong. Hobbsy actually is, as he sets a 122.1.
122.1. That's look, definitely not a bad first lap.
No, he's not taking it as casual as Band is.
No.
Evidence of that as Band comes across with a 124.6. But like I said, I think we're just getting his eye in. This should be his first actual flyer.
Yeah. I do believe as well from sources, Band is extremely quick around here in the F1 cars, so I do like his chances here. Obviously, F2 cars completely different, but he does know the track very well.
He is very quick, but more than that, what he is around Monaco usually is consistent. It's very, very rare you see him make a mistake around here.
Exactly right. Exactly right. And I believe as well, looking at the standings going into today, a good result by him can definitely improve his chances in potentially taking out the F2 championship, because he did have, I think, a struggle start to the season, unfortunately. Maybe this is a race to turn things around for him.
Hopefully it is. It's definitely one of his preferred tracks. Now, Charlie comes in guns blazing with a 121.5.
Definitely wasn't holding back on that one, I don't think.
No. Let's see what Band does as he crosses the line. Goes up a couple of positions. Puts in a 124.1. As Trin puts in a 121.8. Now, Trin being one of our new drivers, I believe he only started last week in the F2 category, and he was part of a Sunday night race session as well.
Beautiful. Good to see some of the new boys getting amongst it, all the old hats.
Absolutely, it's good to see some young blood. Just on board with Combined as he pulls over to let a car on a flying lap through. Good etiquette. Now, I believe Combined is on for his first flyer.
Sachs has gone up a few positions there. That was a pretty clean lap by him.
Good. Combined keeping it pretty tidy as he nearly loses it coming down into Maribor, just around Casino.
Oh God, I thought the Formula Ones would slow around that hairpin, but slightly different in those F2s.
They're crawling around it.
Oh no!
Oh, Lotus!
That's his lap. All done and dusted.
Lotus spinning, losing it, and that's actually cost Combined his lap as well.
Definitely.
That's unfortunate. Lotus so furious with himself that he invents a new line through the Nouvelle Chicane.
Flyboys on a lap at the moment, I believe, and he's running these super softs, and he's just invalidated going through the chicane.
Oh, I just jumped on board with them too.
Uh,
Now, Flyboy rocking a really cool all-black helmet.
yes, I did pick that up. It is nice to see something with very little input to it. Just brings me back to the old days in Formula racing.
That would look right at home in a Mercedes.
Probably would be able to see it.
Exactly. Stealth mode. This is a pretty rare sight. I think we've only got 2 cars out on track.
Yeah, I was just having a look at that. I tell you what though, if there's something about this F2 series which I do enjoy, I love the longer qualifying sessions.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's enjoyable just to see cars basically going at it lap after lap after lap. I think that's why when it was raining in the F1s a few weekends back, it was good to see just lap after lap after lap, you know, just cars just going for it.
It is fun to see how far these guys can push the limit and how far they're willing to push it. Now, speaking of real F1, while you're on the topic, did you see the latest news?
About Checo?
Well, he is out, but did you see who replaced him?
Yes, I did. The Hulk is back, ladies and gentlemen. He will be racing, which is lovely to see.
That's pretty exciting. If he gets a podium this weekend, that's gonna be pretty cool.
I would be absolutely shocked. It is probably going to be the most ironic thing to have happen. As Combine decides to spin it.
Yeah, I was just on board as he parks it right in the middle of Casino Square.
I hope he can get out of the way because he's got 3 boys coming up to him real quick.
That was close. Okay, so everyone stopped sandbagging now. They've put away the soft tyre and everyone's pulled out the super soft.
Beautiful.
I haven't tried them yet. I don't expect them to last very long in the race.
Yeah, I haven't either. So I can't give a clear indication on how long they will last, but you might as well because it will be a one-stop regardless. They have to do a stop in the first race, the feature race, so might as well whack on a pair.
There's no reason not to, and as we've established before, track position is everything around Monaco, so you should do whatever you can to make sure you end up as high as possible.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. So I would envision a lot of people starting on those super softs, the quicker tyre, to obviously try and either stay at the lead or improve, and then coming onto the slower tyre after the second pit stop.
Yeah.
Because too hard to pass around here unless you just have that perfect run, either out of the last corner or the first corner, whatever it may be.
Okay, Bandcam notifying us that we don't actually have to start on the tyre you qualify on. That's good to know. I apologise, I should have known that. Let's jump on board with Charlie as he gets ready for his flyer.
As wide as he dare through there, which is good for him. He's going to maximise his speed going up the hill, which is very, very important thing to do through here. Does look quite clean. Charlie is one of the quicker drivers in amongst the AFR team, so I do expect him to obviously be posting some pretty quick lap times.
Now, just quickly, as you say that, Trin has actually crossed and done a 121.5, and as I say that, Mikhail bips him with a 120.8.
Mikhail is back. Had God.
Good to see him back in the race. Smitty comes in at 120.2. What is going on here?
Well, it looks like those super softs are really doing the trick.
Yeah, Charlie runs a little bit wide at the Noble chicane. That's going to cost him some time.
Let's see how he goes through the pull section.
Some
Kicks it flat out.
Some carbon fibre on the track there through the pull section. Oh, invalidates.
It's unfortunate.
Thank you for the follow repellent. We really appreciate it. Ooh, stream's dropping frames. Okay, let's see if I can do anything about that.
On board with Ponden for one of his flying laps at the moment. He's just going through the tunnel section. It has looked pretty clean so far. Hopefully he can move himself up from 12th at the moment. It's ideally not where he would like to be. He has set a fastest middle sector as well, I might just add, so this could be a ballista on that, if that isn't the Sector 2 glitch.
Are you talking about Ponden?
Yes.
Let's keep an eye on him then, as he crosses the line.
7th fastest.
122.2.
So I dare say that Sector 2 glitch, purple sector, is still around.
Probably. As I said, they haven't fixed that. The other glitch I've noticed that's still hanging around is the tyre one, where the game will say you're on soft tyres even when you're not, and every lap counts as 2 laps.
Oh, beautiful.
That one's nice and confusing for everyone.
Yeah, definitely. Lotus is looking like he's going to just be starting his first flying lap with only 3 minutes left in the session.
Cool, thanks for the feedback, Lucky. Lotus, you reckon starting on? I'll jump on board with him. As Mikel retires, I'm going to say he's happy with his time.
Or did he bin it?
Charlie retires too, so does Hopsy.
No, he's definitely happy with his time.
And Lights, okay. Oh, those cars do crawl around that hairpin, don't they? Lotus was sitting at about 30 k's an hour then.
Yeah.
And I know I say it every week, but how good do these cars sound when they're downshift?
Oh, beautiful. Just so good. It's so good to be able to hear like some really, really good sounding cars. Definitely makes the game so much more enjoyable to play. Gives that realism side of things as well.
Yeah. Now, Lotus did just go through the Neville chicane very, very well, using the track limits to his advantage as much as he dare. He's invalidated?
Yep, he went a little bit too much. So that's Lotus. He might be able to get one more in if he's got enough fuel. Don't know how poor his tyres are, unfortunately.
We'll have a look and see what sort of damage he can do.
Ponden's invalidated. Everyone's invalidating on this lap.
Now, Apollo, Pepsi and Revo have both joined late. I wasn't even expecting to see them in here, but the more the merrier.
Our two, what are they called? The Racing Point, the Daughters of the Racing Point? Is that what you want to call them?
Sure.
I do expect them to get quite high up though, even if they only have one lap.
Yeah, now, as you say that, actually, Racing Point does look pretty good in the super soft tyre.
Yeah, the whole pink and all.
Oh, Revo! Gets where his brake pedal was then. As he oh, not that that lap mattered anyway. He'll have one shot. Let's see what he can do. Oh, my car sounds so good when he does that.
Going as wide as you can so you can basically give yourself the best entry onto the straight, maximising top speed. knows what he's doing.
Absolutely, using all the track to his benefit, squeezing every inch he can out of it to gain as much speed as he can.
As Apollo, after one lap, puts himself P5 currently, provisional P5. Not bad.
What's the bet these two have just been sweating this in practice?
Yeah, rocked up late, just put in one lap. Yeah, thanks guys, cheers for coming.
That was a pretty good exit by Revo.
100%.
Into the tunnel now. Oh,
no.
That's invalid.
How's starting last for you?
Oh.
He's struggling to turn the car, I think, because he just doesn't have any hands.
Yeah, so he just...
There you go.
Very sportsmanlike.
Yep, that's it.
Put it straight in the wall. Call
Hopefully
it a
the
day.
crew don't mind fixing that one up in the few minutes they have.
If he's got Verstappen's bit of crew, it should be no problem.
That's it. I might just add, Apollo is on another flying lap right now, and it does look like it is a lot quicker than his previous one.
Okay, keep an eye on him and see what he can do as he crosses the line. He will sit in
There you
fifth
go.
place.
Did improve, but I think touching the wall there on the main straight probably didn't help him.
No, wouldn't have. It would not have. So, Smitty on pole.
Not a bad effort there. Taking pole for the feature race, got to be happy with that.
Absolutely. Very well done by him.
Especially when the points are so much greater in the feature race than the sprint race. That is also a really important point.
Yep.
If you want to be finishing well, finish well on the feature race.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Smitty starting on pole with a 120.2. Charlie behind him with a 120.27. These guys are so close. And Mikau, again, just behind. Top four, all within a second of each other. Actually, if you span that out a bit, it's... the top six are actually all within a second of each other.
And that's right. So it's looks like the top six are going to be really, really good to watch. Smitty obviously taking 4 points for pole, which goes towards his championship. We'll be happy with that.
I nearly forgot about that. That's a good point.
Again, another reason why F2s I think are very enjoyable. Just those little, little tweaks from the F1s. I think that's it's a bit more fun.
Yeah, the small subtle changes do actually make a big difference.
Unfortunately, though, I don't think we have the proper grid size this week. We do have a few people missing.
We are a couple short. In saying that, the turnout for Monaco is pretty good.
Especially when people found out it was Monaco. I did hear a few disgruntled moans amongst the boys.
As they usually do.
Are you looking forward to Monaco this season in the F1 Championship?
Monaco was actually the first track I ever raced as a member of AFR. And I think I got points in it too. I ended up in 10th place, I think. 9th place or 10th place.
That's alright for a debut, you beauty.
It was, I quite enjoyed it. So no, I'm very, very happy with Monaco. I'm very fond of it and I have good memories racing here. So no, I enjoy it.
Nice.
It was a wet race too, I think.
Oh, that's exactly what you want.
I remember going into the race, my goal was just to
Finish.
not crash. Yeah, my goal was to finish. I thought if I finish, I'll get points. I just need to finish the race.
That's it. Now.
Oh, we just got raided.
Oh, you beauty.
Welcome, George. Perfect timing. We're just about to kick off with our first of two races for the evening. So you've joined us at a good time. We've just started our formation lap.
Now, I might just say that everyone, bar one person, are on the super softs. So obviously electing to go with that quicker tyre for the first stint. Obviously a 21 lap race. Lights is the only one in the field on the soft compound tyre from towards the rear, so I don't know what his game plan is or his strategy. I'm assuming he just wants to run a little bit later in the race, but I guess we'll see if it will pan out towards the latter stages, see if he can get that overcut.
He possibly could. He was actually really good in Japan last week.
Oh, I heard he was doing a few insane overtakes there.
See if he can pull out any of that lights magic tonight.
Flashing lights, baby.
Love it. Okay, we got our drivers forming up on the grid for the first of our 2 races. Let's tab back and just see where our stragglers are.
Revo, last on the grid, pulls in. Here we go.
Let's see how many positions he makes up in the first lap. As I try and get a good camera angle. There you go, it's better. Okay, my grid is all messed up because it says Flyboy starting at the front and he's clearly not. We are off, and I think Charlie actually got a really good run through there. Moving back, I don't think we have any issues. Everyone seems to make it through pretty cleanly. Revo already making 2 positions. Now, Charlie is in second right behind Smitty. Smitty's not on my timing board for some reason.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out mine as well. It's a bit all over the shot.
Now, Charlie made a bit of a lunge on the inside of Smitty, and I think he's nearly got the move done as they're still side by side through the hairpin.
And he does take it.
Well done to Charlie as these guys move through into the tunnel section. Let's drop back and see what everyone else is doing.
All looks pretty clean first lap, which is extremely surprising.
It's unusual. Now, I think Charlie got a bit of a hit from behind as he's forced to run wide at the Nouvelle chicane. Now, Smitty dropping back a couple of positions.
He has.
Mikhail and Hobbsy both getting past him.
Just trying to see if he's got any front wing damage. Doesn't look like it as such. So unless he might have just run wide, and Lights does pick up our first penalty of the evening.
Damn it. Oh. Smitty very game trying to go up the inside of Hobbsy through Saint-Devot.
Very ballsy overtake if you can make that work.
He couldn't make it work, but he gave it a good try.
Oh, and we do have Revo in the pits as well, so...
Revo and Lights both in the pits? I'd say they made contact.
Maybe, but I also think as well, maybe softs can go the distance. Maybe this is the game plan, Revo clean air.
I don't think so. I think Revo hit Lights or Lights hit Revo again, which would be the 3rd time in 3 weeks.
They must have some good blood between each other.
Oh boy, that's exciting stuff. As Hobbsy clearly cuts the Nouvelle chicane, that's going to be at least a warning.
Any predictions on amount of penalties tonight? I think they're going to be very high.
If you are writing it down, you're going to need 2 pens.
Yes, definitely.
And a lot of paper.
Flyboy is giving Honda a little bit of struggle here. It's making him lock up. He's locked up the last 3 corners actually. Has dropped a little bit behind going into the straight, but
Mikhail losing it actually, coming off of Saint-Devot, just could not get any traction and Hobbs just shoots past him. So does Smitty.
And Macau has got major front wing damage, I think.
Does he?
Was that him or was that...
No, it's not him.
Oh, Apollo, sorry. Apollo. Apollo has lost his whole front left side.
Okay, now I'm just watching as Smitty and Mikhail are still actually barging each other, elbows out, side by side, through the hairpin, down into the tunnel now.
This is just giving Charlie some freedom here. He's going to run away with it.
Weird camera angle. As you say that, Charlie picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Yep.
It's that noble chicane. It gets everyone.
That's it. I think the one thing is should probably just take it a little bit slower, honestly.
You're better off doing that, especially if you're going to have a safety car at any point.
Exactly. You can easily park it on the apex so people don't get past.
Those penalties are going to count heavily towards you at the end of the race.
Yep, definitely.
Alright, I'm currently sitting on board with Saxa as he's pretty close to the back of Apollo. Now you did say Apollo has... Oh yeah, he's missing half his wing.
Yep. So I don't know what his game plan is. He has decided to stick out. Stay out, I should say, not stick it out. Well, stick it out.
Both work. At the moment, Saxa is sort of struggling trying to get past him.
Exactly right. Now Band has just come to the pits. He is replacing his front wing as well, so he's obviously made contact with someone or the wall. Very tight battle between 6th to about 11th here, all going through the hairpin, as Revo has put in a 122.1. Very quick lap in clean air.
That's nearly qualifying time.
Exactly.
That's frighteningly fast. Yeah, just on board with Saxa still as he gets past Apollo. Apollo hitting the wall in the tunnel, nearly taking Saxa out.
Schmidt does pick up his second penalty, so he's obviously struggling. He enjoyed qualifying, but the race is obviously proving a little bit more challenging than what he first thought, I believe.
Yes, no, I can see that. He is struggling a little bit. Now, Pepsi, yeah, he's all over the show, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He needs to come in and replace that wing, because not only is he ruining his race, he's probably going to be ruining some other people's if he continues to try and battle. And as I say, he pulls into the pits. Smart decision.
That had to happen.
Definitely.
Matsuit in the pits too? And that's a front wing being replaced? I think, is it? Yeah, it was a front wing too.
Hey, looks like he's got a penalty as well. Or was that just me glitching out? I don't know.
I think
stationary for a long time.
Because I think it was a bit of a glitch out. But yeah, Matsuit, fresh front wing, fresh tyres. So keeping that Red Bull wing joke going for me a little bit longer.
Put it this way, I would not like to be his financial planner in my team, that's for sure. Deductions every week will be quite high.
Oh no. Oh, I want to counter on the screen every time Matsuit replaces a front wing. I want to go up by one. I say that in jest. Matsuit is an excellent driver, and he's pulled out some absolute banger performances. Definitely. In my short time in AFR, I do see very, very high talent coming through. Okay, so Hobbs is in the pits now, giving Macau a gross P2.
That's it, a bit of fresh air from Macau, he's going to enjoy it. But like I said, watch out for Revo. He came in on the first lap. He's been in clean air ever since, and he's pushing through the field. Obviously, undercut Matsuit heavily. So watch out him probably in the next 3 laps and see where he ends up.
I fully expect him to end up somewhere around the top 5, even with his early wing replacement.
Now, Hobbsy came in second place. Revo is half a second behind him already when he came out of the pits. So
that's impressive.
Looks like Schmitty's finally found a bit of groove. Oh, I didn't say that. Yeah, the full commentator's curse, you beauty.
I was about to say, we do call that commentator's curse. When you say someone's name, they they experience a streak of bad luck.
Speaking of which, where is Seb tonight?
Seb's vibing. Oh, Smitty pits. Smitty is in the pits. Now, let's jump on board with Revo. Getting a couple of penalties, but he's trying to have a go on Hobbsy. He'll get that move done.
Definitely.
Not leaving Hobbsy any room to maneuver. Oh! Hobbsy has a really nasty lock-up. Now Matzoid is looking to capitalise on that.
Oh no, Mika. So Mika lost half his wing and then tried to pull it into the pits and then lost his other half.
Oh no. Okay, I don't quite think Matsuoda is going to get past Hobbsy just yet. Revo making it past Saxa.
Just in time, coming out of the pits.
Yeah, as they move through Casino Square into Maribo. Bit of a lock-up from Revo. Now, it looks like Hobbsy's smelling blood in the water because he is catching up on Saxa pretty quickly. Let's see what he can do.
It's a calm before the storm at the moment.
I feel like that's the case. Our oh, Matsuo, that's gonna hurt. Wow, Hobbsy has a bit of a tail slapper.
Honan was catching combine very, very quickly when they both decided to come in. They are our last runners coming in for their compulsory one stop.
That means everyone has now stopped.
Actually did lights set up something. I forgot. Yes, lights is at 2 stops. Yeah, that's right.
He stopped at the start after him and Revo had a disagreement. Matsuo looking to get past Hobbsy and Sax looking to get past
Trin.
Yeah, this is a bit of a train building now. And Lotus on the back of Matsuo now saying, hey, how you going?
Got to be careful through this hairpin area. It's so easy to lose a front wing and ultimately ruin your race, especially when they're this close.
Yeah, absolutely is. Hobbsy gets a really good exit on the back of Saxa. Probably a little too far to do anything into the chicane.
I don't know, I've seen Revo pull off a nice plunge. Smitty, oh, he is not having a good race in terms of penalties.
Oh yeah.
That's his 4th picked up.
That's gonna hurt.
Definitely 12 seconds.
Just noticed Hobbsy was sponsored by KFC.
Oh, lovely.
It is so hard to overtake around this track. These guys are just in this this DRS train now. Oh! Hobbsy overcooking it. Ah, Matzoid losing his front wing, losing all of his front wing.
Oh, no.
And now he's parked up. He has to sit there. As Combine comes past and actually picks up some carbon fibre and throws it back at him. Says, I believe this is yours.
This is not good for Matsuo. Obviously, he's had a bit of a breather because he's so far back now, but that is his race done and dusted, I dare say.
Yeah, he won't be able to get back into the points. But there's still some track position to fight for. He's still in front of Bandcamp.
That's it. Apollo's looking a lot quicker than Pondon at the moment. He's caught him up by roughly about 5/10 a lap. So I do expect him very, very shortly to start sizing up a move as we have a yellow flag in Sector 3, and it is Smitty.
Smitty is off, is he? Oh!
He is, he's completely turned it, and has he just reversed into... Oh no, Revo managed to get past.
Yeah, Smitty
But he
just
did hit
sitting
him.
there.
He did hit him.
He hit Revo.
Yes, so he hit Revo when he's... So now he's just staying there so he can let everyone through.
Revo's in the pits again.
He must have really hit him.
Yeah. Now... Oh! No, he moved too quick!
No,
he
got disqualified.
Okay.
He got disqualified, and then the AI
AI moved him.
Into him. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank God that safety car came out.
Damn it, Flyboy absolutely getting punted through no fault of his own. I think Pepsi also got hit then. He's missing a bit of his front wing.
Yes, indeed he did. So, but it was perfect timing for Flyboy because that brought out the safety car, so you can basically, change all that up. Along with Revo, so everyone who realistically got hit it hasn't ended their race as such. They get fresher tyres and a new wing. So.
Exactly, and it bunches the field back up again. Now, this plays back into what we were talking about earlier about the penalties. Safety car, pretty much halfway through the race, means the cars at the end of the race are not going to be as spread out, and penalties are going to have a much bigger impact on the end results. Exactly right.
Couldn't have said it better.
Hobbsy also missing some front wing.
So, curious here. They came into the pits, the people who had damage, and Revo's decided to put on the super soft tyre. Now, by the looks of it, the super softs only went about 6 to 7 laps.
Revo must be very confident on the super softs, and let's remember also, the more these cars drive around the track, the lighter they get due to fuel load, and the less tyre wear
True.
take.
The only thing is, for the people who don't know, our beautiful watchers and followers, and subscribers, in the Friday series, as we had before the 2010 series and now the F2 series, you are not allowed to change your setups. They are presets only. So it tries to basically mimic a closer battling field where everyone's realistically in the same sort of car, so you can only choose between 1 to 5 presets. In saying that, tyre wear is obviously a lot harder because you can't fine-tune them. So it is trying to find that happy balance between the two.
That is a good point. I forgot setups do have quite a significant impact on tyre wear. And I completely forgot that these guys were on default setups.
That's it.
So let's say the guys moving around under safety car now. Charlie has built quite a lead. He'll be upset about this.
Definitely, it was 4.6 seconds ahead of Macau when the safety car got brought out. Oh no, Combine, what are you doing, mate? On the safety car, come on. So it's going to be very interesting. Charlie, Macau, I think Charlie's probably got better qualifying pace, but Macau, I do believe, has got better race pace. So it's going to be certainly an interesting start, and Revo on the quicker tyre from 9th is going to be definitely on a bit of a tear. Just watching him at the moment, he's taking his sweet time to catch up to the field because he knows that these tyres have to last. So he's being very, very cautious on his driving at the moment. He's still nearly half a lap behind.
Also, in saying that, another advantage to catching the field at the very last minute is your tyres are still going to be warm.
Exactly right. And with these F2s, as we said about in qualifying, it does take a few laps to warm them up to get to that peak performance.
Yes, absolutely. It's not an immediate on switch.
Yes. I don't believe the Force India daughter cars have been implemented with DAS at the moment. Obviously, I believe the copying stage is still in process at the moment. So hopefully, within a few races, we'll be able to see that come to play.
Love it. That's funny.
Mate, I'm not just a pretty face.
I can tell.
Be interesting to see if these guys from 10th to 14th can still catch a safety car, because looks like we're going to have another lap, but they should do it, I dare say.
I believe they'll catch up. I'm saying that they are about half a lap behind, so I'll have to keep an eye on it. Revo, I can see purposely taking his sweet time. Now, I'm going to assume everybody in front has repaired all the damage.
Just having a look through at the moment. Can't see anyone's wings.
Actually, Hobbsy is still missing an end plate. I don't think he knows.
Ah, yes. Yes, I did just pick that up. Everyone else does look okay though.
I'd be interested to know if Hobbsy even realises he's missing the front wing. Maybe he just thinks that's how the car's supposed to feel.
Yeah, that's it. Nice and heavy. They're like boats, mate, going through the corners. All right. So predictions. What are we thinking? We think Charlie can hold out?
I don't think so. I think Mikhail's going to take the win here. I do also think Revo is going to be sipping champagne.
I think you could be exactly right. So safety car is in this lap. The gentlemen are warming up their warming up their tyres, getting ready for the restart. Obviously, grid is getting packed up nice and tight, just how we like it before the start.
Let's see what sort of start Charlie gets.
He's holding it, and he's off.
Good restart.
Yeah. He can just go into Sandoval, nice and happy, doesn't need to worry about it.
Drop down on the field. Revo already pulling 1.5 seconds on Mika behind him.
Combiners all over the back of Lotus at the moment, and then Pondon is now all over the back, and Pondon goes for the dive, and he hits him and turns him a little bit.
Yeah, that was nasty.
That's it, and he has lost a position in the meantime to Revo.
Manages to not damage himself though, which is good.
Yeah, that's very, very fortunate.
So Revo actually making, one position there. Oh, 2 actually. Pepsi's jumped down.
As speaking of Pepsi dive bombs Mika into the chicane. Nicely done. Oh, there we go, Lotus.
Picking up penalties. Ensuring we're going to be nice and confused at the end of the race.
Oh, looks like Band and Mika
severe
come
collision.
together. Yes, so Mika's going very, very slowly. Looks like his race is completely done and dusted.
Oh, he's lost a lot of his swing.
Definitely.
Bandcamp's still looking okay. Didn't see what happened there. Now, just on board with Revo, he's getting super close to combine.
Yeah, I just did see that. Those super soft tyres are doing him wonders. So, we did have lights come in for his 3rd stop of the evening. So he must be really having issues with that front wing as Revo decides to, Pepsi decides to try and send it on Pondon. Wasn't going to work there. Surely Revo gets a spot here. Better exit. Yep, combine just lets him through. No point fighting it.
No. There's no point in fighting Revo there.
Well, that's it. You know, you fight Revo, either passes you or takes you out, so it's up to you.
It's one of the two. Just ask Lights, he knows.
That's it.
Flyboy all over the back of Pondon. Now, Charlie is actually running away with this again. He's pulled up nearly 2 seconds on Mikhail.
That's it. So maybe I was wrong with what I was saying. Maybe Charlie's got the better race pace. And Trin as well, I might just add. One of the newcomers. He's having a brilliant outing. Had a great qualifying session. Stayed out of trouble, relatively. Potting along all race, and he's on for a podium at the moment.
It's very impressive he managed to get himself that high.
That's
and
it.
maintain that position, actually.
There we go, nice and slow, 30 k's through there, beautiful.
That's what you got to do. Pull it right up. Going to jump back on board with the Revo as he is sniffing Lotus's exhaust pipe.
Here we go, down to the chicane.
side by side. Lotus is not going to give him. He is going to give him jump
Yeah.
in this one.
He did back out. Smart decision there. Just let the pass happen. Save your front wing. At this position, Lotus will be starting on the front row regardless.
That's actually very true.
Hobbsy picks up his first time penalty of the evening.
Oh, okay, it's his first one.
Yes.
Good going, Hobbsy. Actually, if that's his first penalty, doesn't that put him on the podium at the moment?
At the moment, no, Saxa hasn't got any, and
Okay.
Trin hasn't got any.
Oh,
So
okay.
our top five, our top four are pen free at the moment, I believe.
Righto. That's excellent. Good to know. So we
Do you have
probably.
Sorry, you go.
So I said so. We probably won't be having a surprise podium finish.
Yeah, which is nice, isn't it? It's nice to be able to see the top three go through and leave it at that without going, oh no, you know, changing
Yeah.
it all the time.
Absolutely. Now,
And sorry, I was just watching Lights go off the final corner there, and he's decided to go into the pit straight wall for some reason. He lost an end plate in doing so.
he's lost both end plates.
Yeah. Don't know what that was about, but we do have a three-way battle in the mid-pack, 7, 8 and 9 between Lotus Combine and Apollo. As Meek picks up another penalty. Those races definitely done and dusted now, unfortunately.
These guys are going for it. Now, Apollo getting pretty close to the back of Combined as Smitty is begging for a Spinella.
Oh yeah, so Smitty's in chat, isn't he? Yeah, because he DNF'd.
He did.
Yeah.
He wants someone to pull a Smitty. Revo makes it past Hobbsy. It's into 5th place now for him.
Those tyres are 8 laps old, obviously under safety car for a few of them, but they must be starting to feel a little bit of wear as we have
Someone's off.
It's Mika. Mika's turned it in the tunnel. He's just got it back up and running before
VSC.
Charlie comes through. And yes, we have VSC come out. Mika has quite literally no front wing at all.
Lovely.
It is a sight to see.
Jump back on board with him quickly.
He can't turn it. He can't turn the car.
No.
He has no control.
He's bidding it.
Hopefully he can stay out the way if we go back to green flag racing. Loses a bit there, but yeah, smart call. Just getting out the way of everyone.
Excellion saying he's sipping champagne.
Oh, Lotus drive-through penalty speeding under VSC.
Well, that's how you throw your race away, boys.
That's it.
Combined gets past Pepsi.
Looks like
And
Lotus will be starting towards the rear now.
he will absolutely. Now, I'm just on board with Revo as he's catching Saxa at a rate of knots.
Yes, indeed. He's been quite fortunate. Safety car, VSC. These tyres are certainly going to... Well, they should be able to make it now. But
Absolutely.
Trin is hoping, praying that Saxa can keep him behind for as long as he possibly can, so he can hold out for this podium spot.
How exciting would that be in your second F2 race, snatching up a podium?
You'd be loving it. You'd have to go out with the boys tonight. You know, social distance and have a good time.
Yeah, okay. Revo really late on the brakes going into the Nobel chicane. Catches, makes up quite a bit of time to Saxa. Let's see, he is so much quicker through the corners, especially in Sector 3. Let's
He's just
see.
lining up now.
I really want a balls deep dive into Raskas.
Oh, Saxa's just going to give it to him.
Yep. Saxa realizing there's no point in fighting this, which is kind of sucks. I wanted to see a bit of a battle.
Yeah, definitely. Pulls to the side, lets him through, lifts off a little bit. So the question is, 2 laps, 3.5 seconds. Can he do it? Can he ruin Trin's podium?
Yeah, he's going to give it absolutely everything he's got, knowing Revo. Now, you did say Trin is still penalty free.
Yes, so I heard. Well, sorry, what I've seen. I might have missed one, but I do believe he is penalty free.
I assume Revo is also penalty free?
That is a negative.
Okay.
So, regardless if he does get past Trin, will be on the podium. But it's always nice to be able to finish third.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, now that is going to spice things up.
Okay, Mikau is now 8 tenths behind winning this race with that 3-second penalty on Charlie.
No, he isn't. He is in the lead. Because
Why?
Charlie has picked up his second time penalty. He was going to win, but now he isn't going to win if it stays like this.
If that's his second penalty, would that put him down in third place?
Yes, it would. Oh, no. No. It'd still be second.
Oh.
He wouldn't go down to third.
Hobbsy having an issue in Saint Devot. Pepsi getting past him on the last lap.
Something's happened at Revo.
Bandcamp as well. What do you mean?
Revo's got a puncture.
Oh!
That's what's happened. He has a puncture. So I told you these tyres.
He pushed
He's
Yeah.
got rear right puncture, and as his teammate gives him a little tap through, and he parks it on the apex, so he can try and hopefully. Yeah, he's fighting though. That is some bad sportsmanship there. Hobbsy's going to be furious.
Hobbsy is.
Has he got one as well now?
I think so.
Because of that collision?
I think the debris on the road gave him one.
Oh no. Revo. Oh,
Revo's parked it.
Oh no.
No.
And he just did a quick reset to track as well.
Oh.
Is that allowed? Is that allowed in the F2 series?
Not technically, no.
But with all that being said, we did forget about Mikau. Well done, congratulations. He does take out the F2 race for this evening due to obviously Charlie getting 2 penalties.
I can't believe it. Oh, congratulations to Mikau taking the win there. Charlie in second and Trin in third. Well done by Trin. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh! Sorry, I just watched Revo do a 180 around Raskas and just bin it and just crash into Flyboy. Lovely.
Ah, awesome. And Flyboy's carrying his wing damage just as he does.
Carrying it with pride.
That's it.
Brings it across the line, and Mika will come across the line in 14th place, assuming he can get past the suicidal Revo. I should say homicidal Revo, actually.
Yeah, that's it. That's a better way of putting it, I think.
Oh,
Either way, great work, Mikau. I personally don't think obviously he didn't have the pace. Okay, driver of the day, taking everyone out, beautiful. That's all you got to do, ladies and gentlemen, to get driver of the day.
oh, wow. Okay, so we know that's broken. Puncture on the last lap for Revo. Who could have seen that coming?
That's it.
I mean, you did say you don't think the tires were going to last. I had some hopes, but you obviously were proven correct.
Doesn't happen very often, but I will take it.
Now, just like to point out, Bandcamp was down in 13th place at one point. He managed to claw his way back up to 8th place, which actually means he is going to be starting in first place in our sprint race.
Yes, exactly right. I did pick up on that just right at the end. So he obviously got in that tangle with Revo and had to come in for a front wing change, but he stayed out of trouble and just worked his way up and let everyone else do the battling in front of him and crash out. So well played by Bandit.
Yeah.
So we only had 2 people. Was it two people without pens? No, three, four.
Four. Bandcamp also didn't have a penalty.
Yes.
So 4 without pens. We also, I think, only had 2 retirees, which is pretty well
Smitty
done.
and Matsloyd.
Yeah. So Smitty couldn't, unfortunately, not capitalise on his pole position.
That's it.
And Matsued just could not hold his front wing. In saying that, I just noticed Smitty had 4 penalties, which wouldn't have helped even if he could keep it on track.
That's it. And it all goes back to that world's famous saying, you know, and I got taught this at a young age. Qualifying for glory. Race winners to cash the checks. And Smitty, my friend, unfortunately, did the glory on the Saturday. Couldn't do anything on the Sunday. Goes to show that you need to be consistent.
Smitty pointing out in chat, the track limits suck. Yes, track limits do suck. Wouldn't it be great if we could just go in a straight line? I actually might be decent if we could just go in a straight line. I might actually stand a chance at getting some points. Oh, funny.
Oh, for the people who don't know, F2, you have a feature race and sprint race. With the sprint race, the top 8 are reverse grid. So, obviously, whoever came 8th starts on pole, which is band camp. Apart from that, everywhere else, 9th all the way down is... Oh dear.
Flyboy and Combined.
Is normal. Is where they finish the last race. So, Combined and Flyboy, their tyres are going to be icy cold. So if you want a beverage, go sit your beer on one of their tyres, and it will be beautiful. Going to the It's a Soundabot. I will be watching those guys.
Absolutely, keep our eye on them. Now, I did notice that Saxo, Flyboy, and Lights All have decided to start on the Supersoft. Do you reckon they're going to try and push their luck?
No. No. Look, I personally feel like that is a very poor decision. The only thing that they're banking on is a safety car. That's true. But then also a safety car kind of realistically disadvantages them, depending on where it is, obviously, in the time frame. Because if it's within the last, say, 9 laps or so, all these other boys are going to come on for the super softs, and they're going to be on the soft. So look, I think it's a very poor decision, personally, but maybe they have other ideas.
We'll see what these guys can pull out. Now, with Band starting on pole, this actually hasn't happened in a long time. Band is exceptionally good at defensive driving. He knows exactly where to put the car to make it as hard as possible for the guy behind him to get past. So, Band on pole around Monaco is a very good combination.
Definitely. Now, Smitty on the formation lap decided to take a sweet little time there. Band's been sitting up there for a good 20 seconds. Finally all in.
Thanks for the follow, Zach. Much appreciated.
Welcome to the stream, Zach. How you going, mate?
Try and get a good camera angle for the start of this race. I'm not having any luck.
Are we frozen as well?
I really hope this isn't glitched. I think we might have a problem.
I think we might have a problem as well. And if we don't have a problem, those tyres are going to be freezing.
I have a really cool view of Mikhail's helmet.
Oh yeah? Let's go have a look. Oh yeah. The green and blue, eh? Migrating host.
Oh no.
Van has left the session. And my game just crashed.
So has mine. Well, that's fun. Sup, Jaywiz. Perfect time to join us. We've had a crash. Not me specifically, but it seems like all of the bugs have not been resolved yet.
Yes, unfortunately. So it looks like we'll probably be doing a rehost. What we'll do is we'll just put in where the drivers we're going to start, and they'll just have another formation lap, and we'll hopefully be able to go again. So very good for Combined and Flyboy. Very lucky boys.
That's very true.
Hopefully it won't be too long until we can get this get the sprint race happening.
It's Monaco. So we've had our feature race, and now we're doing a sprint race. Well, we were going to. We're just resetting it now, and we'll get it on. Farmer Dingo pointing out that the drivers need a bit of a rest after having to deal with Monaco. I completely understand.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, let's see if I can join back in. Alright, yep, lobby's back up.
Beautiful. Back to what you were saying before about Bandcamp, defensive driving. Yes, I agree. One of the best. He manages to position the car absolutely perfectly, pretty much all the time. Not only that, obviously on a track like Monaco, massively important to be able to defend. Well, look, it's not really massively important to defend. It's very difficult to overtake. So that's going to be playing into Band's hands. Obviously, he just needs a good start, and he's definitely in very, very, very good contention in having a win. But I do predict him getting on the podium and sipping some champagne. I think it's been a while between drinks for Band.
Actually, I think he got a podium in the last race of the 2010 series.
Oh, did he now?
I think so.
Oh, beautiful. Well, I can't see, but
it looks like everyone's jumping back in now, so we should get underway shortly. Red Panda just jumped into the race.
Yes, I did just see that. So it looks like we're going to be having 17 drivers, hopefully.
The more the merrier.
That's it.
Oh, the more drivers there are for Evo to take out.
Well, true that.
Alright, everyone's rejoining. I dare say we'll get underway shortly. We're just... Band will just be setting up the grid. So the Ruiton in chat pointing out that the game crashing has cost Pondon his first podium.
How does that work?
He's just overly confident.
True. Oh, I do believe the Rutan, or the Run It Up, or I'm not too sure how you pronounce his name, is a big follower of Pondon. I've seen him definitely one of the bigger fanboys come across.
Understandable. Pondon's not a bad guy.
Definitely.
Alright, everyone's jumping in and getting themselves ready now. We nearly have our full grid again.
Everyone just selecting cars, and fingers crossed we can get going in a minute.
That's the dream. What are your predictions for this for the second race?
Well, obviously Band on pole. He will be sipping champagne at the end. I think Hobbsy was starting second. Hobbsy seemed to have okay pace. Racecraft, I didn't see too much of that in the first race, but hopefully he can pull something out. I know Charlie's going to be very quick. If Charlie and Macau can stay out of trouble, I would expect them to push through the field a little bit. It is going to be very, very interesting. I think it all just plays into, realistically, when the safety car comes out and whereabouts you are on track when it does come out. If you're in that right position at the right time when that car does come out, you can get into the pits, either put on the super softs or the softs, jump ahead, you know, could be looking good for you.
Absolutely, that makes a lot of sense, and I think that's what a lot of these guys will be thinking. I actually even think that the guys starting on the super softs might reconsider their option now that they've got a bit of time to think about it.
Yes, well, I hope so, because I personally don't see the super softs, you know, working at all. Yes, you're going to be quicker than them, but it's hard to pass, especially when they're all bunched up. Furthermore, they only last 6 laps. And you don't have to pit as well. I might just add that you don't have to pit, which means they're banking on a safety car. But if a safety car comes out in the last 8 laps, then they're kind of stuffed anyway because the other drivers are on the super softs now. So yeah, it's if I do see anyone on the super softs, I will be quite disappointed. But if you do want one prediction, which will be happening, is Smitty will be getting at least 3 penalties. I call it now. You heard it here first.
I dare say Smitty would agree with you there. Not very fond of the track limits. No, they are certainly something else, but hopefully it does produce better racing because of it. Quicker racing, harder racing. Looking through the field at the moment, I think the only person we're missing at the moment is Matt Zoid, but I don't know if Matt Zoid is coming back for this sprint race. I would expect him to. I don't know why he wouldn't be coming back.
I can't see him in Discord, which is worrying me.
He might have disconnected.
Maybe.
It looks like you're right. He's out, so we've swapped Matt Zoid for
Red Panda.
For Red Panda, because we are starting very shortly.
There we are. So, safety car first lap or not?
I reckon third lap.
Third lap.
That's going to be my guess. Let's swap back over to the race screen. Kind of scared for a second then. I had a black screen for a while.
Here we go again.
Oh, that's better.
You're looking at pit lane, right?
Yes.
Those balconies, how amazing would it be on race day or just qualifying practice, whatever it may be, being on those balconies with a nice beverage, watching the cars come down into pit lane, watching it from above. That'd be beautiful, wouldn't it?
If I had the cash, I would absolutely do that every year.
I am with you on that one, my friend.
I do like the no smoking sign sitting above the first garage.
That's it. Alright, we are underway for our formation lap, so take 2, ladies and gentlemen. Do apologise about that. And Red
Panda straight away getting disqualified, smashing into Mika.
Beautiful. Well, as I say, welcome to F2s. And I might just add, I think there were 3 boys who were going to start on the super softs have decided to start on the softs.
They must actually be listening to you.
Mate, look,
if
I am a tactician. You know, I have been called Bono in the past.
That is actually cheating, you know, if they do have the stream open, because you are not allowed to coach other drivers during racing. So just want to point that out if they are listening.
Look, I think, you know, if they are, I think we can just, you know, say, yeah, lifetime ban. Thanks for coming.
Oh, these cars sound so good in that tunnel.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. The last of our drivers now making their way past the Nerval chicane.
Have you seen the entry point? I think it's either the F2s or the F3s. I don't know if it's the F3s. When they are actually at Monaco, the way to get onto the track.
No.
I believe it's over like a minute long or something. They're way off the track. They actually have to go through like all these streets around the track just to get to it, and then they come on. I think at just before the chicane. I think they come on it.
Fair enough.
All right.
And we're back to where we were 10 minutes ago.
Take 2.
Take 2. Hopefully we start this time. It looks positive. We've got some lights, which is nice. And we are off.
Man has an amazing start.
Rockets away. Trent
and we
also.
have some collisions in the backfield there. We've got about 4 people. Oh, a big pole up. Big pole up. And no one can get through.
Who's parked it? Lights.
I think it's lights. I think it's flashing lights.
Lights has parked it and pulled up about 5 cars.
Yep. No one could get through. Weirdly enough, no safety car. So I dare say all of those boys' race is over at the moment. They will not be getting on the top 3 unless the safety car does come out.
Yeah, that would have hurt a lot. Those guys would be fuming.
Yes,
Now,
definitely.
I'm still sort of stuck on the fact that Band got such an amazing exit.
Oh, start.
Start, I mean.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. He hasn't seemed to get away too much, but have a look at that gap from 8th to 9th, and then 9th obviously to 10th. It's just huge. The field is spread out massively. So I do believe going into Sandervot, lights did get a bit of a tap, but everyone was trying to just plunge it up there as well. So no one was doing anyone any favours, unfortunately.
True. Now, just to cut you off there, something's happened to Band and he's dropped 2 positions.
Oh yes. Oh, and Hobbsy's gone into the wall.
Oh, losing his front wing.
Yes.
That's
He
going
has
to cost
lost
him.
the whole right side of his front wing, and Band is going. So they touch.
Big tangle. Band and
What is
Hobbsy
going
touch.
on?
Trin taking full advantage, making 2 positions up there into 2nd place as Apollo moves into 4th. Band dropping 2 positions.
Well, oh jeez, as Hobbsy absolutely tank slaps it into the wall.
These guys nearly
and he's lost
3
his whole
wide
wing.
into Maribor. Come on, guys.
He's
not a
gone right
pile
into
up.
the back of him. And Revo loses half his wing.
This is like bumper cars.
Oh no.
Hobbsy is just limping at this point. He's got no wing left. Have a look at him.
And he goes straight into the barrier. Surprised he didn't lose his tyre then.
Oh no.
Oh mate, I think we just restart.
What a
Just restart the whole
disaster.
thing. Chuck it out, start again, I think. What do you reckon?
I don't think it's how it works, but I think a lot of these guys would be requesting that. Hobbsy retires. He's just had enough.
Definitely. Well, yeah, after all of that drama, Charlie has just ran away with this. If there's no safety car, Charlie wins this race, and it's done and dusted now after lap 2.
Pretty much. Now, Band is missing a lot of his front wing, and it's costing him a lot of time. He drops 1 position to Pondon, 2 positions down to Revo now. Revo up to 5th place. Revo actually missing significantly more of his front wing than Band.
They have to come to the pits. They have to.
Well, Revo skipped the pits. I think he's pushing a couple of laps because he wants to go directly to the Super Softs.
Yes, smart player, but I would be coming in at the end of this lap. They will be able to make the distance.
I don't know if he's game enough to do that after his puncture.
He should be fine. But yeah, all Charlie needs to do now is just keep it safe, and that's all over.
Both Charlie and Trin. Oh, Mika's had an incident. Oh, he's in the pits. Both Charlie and Trin actually capitalising very well.
Side by side.
Pondon and Revo. Revo missing half his front wing, and he's still making moves.
That's it. Well, Macau has caught up to Band. He's looking hungry. After that kerfuffle of the start, he did start 8th.
That's a bit of... sorry, I just saw a bit of front wing flying in front of Band. It was either Revo's or Pondon's.
It's hard to know who it is, isn't it?
It is. Everyone's locking up, and it's such a close race.
That's it. Band's defensive driving with no wing is, really helping him here, but it might be a sit duck on the straight. Macau's going to send it into Sandervot.
Oh, no heroics in the centre. Macau! Oh, Macau! Mikhail and Mikhail and Band coming together into Sandoval, both losing quite a bit of their front wing.
Yeah, Band's lost half of it completely now.
Band dropping back even more. Now, Mikhail's taking some damage too, so Flyboy looking to capitalise on Mikhail's damage.
Revo is just hanging it out with no wing at all, as he does 20 through the hairpin.
And
Mate, this is chaotic.
And he's still in front of Pondon. This is amazing.
Surely Pondon's about 80 kilometers an hour quicker in a straight line.
You would think so, but he
Revo's
can't
pulling
get
away.
past Revo. Yeah, Revo's pulling away. Oh, Pondon isn't damage free either. Pondon's missing an end plate.
Yeah, but an end plate to a whole wing.
Yeah, I know what you're
Surely.
saying. Alright, I expect to see a lot of busy pit crews in the next couple of seconds.
Definitely. We do have a three-way battle towards the rear of the grid, 10, 11, 12. Smitty's just hanging on off the back, hoping these boys will have a bit of an issue. And Smitty DNFs. He is over. He's gone. So he's pumped it straight into the wall at the hairpin. His race is done and dusted. 2 DNFs in a row. Well, hopefully he can sign a contract for next week.
Oh, it's funny. Rivo and Pondon still battling really hard. Neither of them pitting yet. As, big lockup into Maribo as they move through to the hairpin. Potsy pointing out that Pondon does have damage, and Farmer Dingo saying that there's going to be more carbon fibre than road. I tend to agree with him at this point.
I think Farmer Dingo is spitting facts right now. Totally agree. Finally, we do see a pit stop, and we do have a driver onto the super softs in his band camp. So he's now in clean air with no damage. Hopefully now he can just put in these quali laps and hopefully propel himself up into that top 8, which I do believe it's top 6. It's top 8, isn't it?
Top? I don't know now. Yeah. Smitty will go boom.
Yeah, we'll go boom, mate.
Now, I'm on board with Apollo as he doesn't want to make the same mistake. Oh, Trin running wide, giving Apollo that position.
Easy money. Oh, Apollo, big lockup. Big lockup. It's going to leave a nice big flat spot on his front left there.
Yeah. Dropping back down. Revo is actually just wall riding at this point.
Well, you might as well.
Oh, Pondon! Oh!
Nice fishtail through there, wasn't it?
Oh, bit of a tank slapper. Keep it in line there, buddy. So, Pondon is missing both of his end plates now.
Might just say, Flyboy's been just kept right under the radar, this one, because obviously he had that unfortunate race 1. Race 2's looking a lot nicer for him, as we do have Mika as our 3rd retiree now.
Oh.
Has he binned it at the chicane? At the pool.
It looks like he's binned it at the swimming pool, yeah.
Yeah, at the pool.
Now, did they turn safety cars off for this race?
I'm not too sure, but I just watched Red Panda mount the curb at the hairpin and just be stationary for about 4 seconds.
Cool, okay. That's something that happens.
That's it, as he slides out going through the tunnel. So that gives Lotus a bit of breathing space because he's all over him.
Yeah. Oh, Flyboy getting a little antsy there. Revo's still maintaining his position with that damaged wing. He is really pushing this.
Flyboy's in a very advantageous position right now. All he needs to do is just bide his time and he will be able to pass these guys.
I think he's trying to go past now, but...
Here we go.
Yeah.
And that's it.
He's got...
Oh, and they touch wheels. Jeez.
Flyboy really pushing mega hard there.
Does make it work. Now he does come up against the guru of Formula 1 for Australia. Hopefully he can manage to get past him.
He should get past without too much effort. He still has his entire front wing. At this point, that could change.
That's it. Very true. Very true.
Oh, much quicker through the chicane than Revo.
Yep.
Revo has a bit of a lock up, as there is actually quite a bit of carbon fibre on the road that I can see.
At the moment, everyone is very spread out, apart from like fourth to seventh. We've got 4 cars all battling out. Smitty has decided to stop watching.
Fair enough. Flyboy losing a lot of time in sector 3 on Revo.
Which is strange. Because he should be picking
Yeah.
up the most amount of time out of anywhere.
You'd think so, but those are very low speed corners, so I think Revo is actually just wall riding.
Yeah, I did see that. The Red Panda got disqualified, did he? He must have got disqualified.
He did.
Jeez.
Don't know what he did to get disqualified.
Yeah, neither. But I think we've only had 1 penalty this race so far.
Yeah.
Disregarding the people of DNF now. But look, if Smitty's going to take anything away from this, it is that he still holds the fastest lap. So that's something.
There you go, Smitty. Fastest lap. Okay, Mikau is getting pretty close to the back of Pondon as this race progresses. Pondon is actually still missing, he's missing more of his wing now. Mikau also actually missing an end plate. Thanks for the follow, Max. Greatly appreciate it. Now, Mikau should be able to get past Pondon into Saint-Devot. Let's see if he does another lunge like he did on Bandcamp. No?
Smart driving, pulls out of it, tries to get a bit of exit. Going up the hill here. He is gaining, but is he going to do it? He does. Beautiful manoeuvre.
Good lunge. Yeah.
Very smart driving there. He could have done it at Saint-Devot, but he would have made contact. Get a better exit. Well done. Now we can move up the road where Flyboy still hasn't managed to get past Revo at the moment.
Pondon actually not quite happy with that, fighting back, giving Mikau a little shunt.
Don't really want to be doing that too much around here.
No.
You have enough trouble trying to keep your wing as it is.
That's very true. Now, does Flyboy have damage? No, it doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it. I'm just surprised that no one can get past them. Obviously, it's a very difficult track to get past, but surely.
You'd think he'd get him within a lap or two now. Oh, come on, Flyboy. Keep it together. He's got no front wing, man. You can do it.
That's it.
Revo just gets such good traction off of that last corner.
Yeah, that gap, even with DRS, just if anything, he pulls away.
He does.
Oh no, and we've got who just turned around?
Mikau.
Mikau. And he does a quick reset to track.
No one saw. He's missing his whole wing. Okay, back on board with Flyboy. Mikau obviously having a moment at Saint-Devot.
Yeah, loses all his wing after making all those positions up. Trying to get back in the top 5, unfortunately. He won't be finishing.
No, I don't think so. So, I didn't notice when, but at some point Pepsi managed to get past Trin, so he's got himself up into the podium. But Trin is clinging on to that podium position, and I think he's pretty much got that locked up.
Yes, 100%. 100%. Charlie, though, got to take the hat off to him as he comes around for his final lap of the race. Beautiful work by him, kept it nice and clean. Good start, managed to stick out of trouble, and just ran his race.
2 races, 2 podiums. It's well done.
That's it. Very nicely done.
Okay, now this is going to be an exciting final lap because Flyboy is close to Revo and combined is close to Pondon. Let's see what these guys can do as we start the final lap. Revo gets a pretty good exit out of Saint-Devot as they go up the hill to the castle section. I don't think Flyboy's got a chance here. He might have to wait for the hairpin as he actually closes up quite a bit.
Maybe just send it.
Combined
Send
and
it in there.
Pondon are side by side. Oh, through the castle they were side by side. Pondon's still in the lead.
I don't know how Rio does it, but he gets so good traction. And Flyboy's really struggling, so he can't get close enough off the exit of corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. He's just losing and just fishtailing constantly, Flyboy, so I can't see him getting past. Bine's lost a lot of time upon it as well.
Yeah, now Charlie makes his way across the line to lock out first place.
Yeah, well done, Charlie. Brilliant racing.
By 14 seconds, that's very impressive.
And Pepsi as well, staying out of trouble as well. Very clean race. He did make up a few positions, so well done to him.
He did very well. Now, Flyboy is not quite in a position to send it, unfortunately, which means Revo will finish in front of him.
Oh, Combine sends it.
He does.
Combine.
Sends it into Rascas, does the big dive. That's what I was waiting for, and I missed it. Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh, Combined sends it on the last corner. And locks up 6th place, steals it from Pondon.
Well, Smitty, if you're watching, mate, confirmed you have got fastest lap, so it's not all doom and gloom, my friend.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that. Okay, now.
Our last drive just come across the line.
Yeah, Saxa, Bandcamp, and Lights.
Rounds out the F2.
What an unfortunate race for Bandcamp.
Yes.
Starting on pole, ends up in 11.
Flyboy, drive of the day.
He had an impressive performance.
Definitely. Just couldn't manage to get past Revo. Like I said, Revo obviously had a lot better traction going out of those corners. I was taking a close eye. He was short shifting a lot, which did provide that traction, whereas Flyboy tried to keep it in first and second a lot of the time. So
yeah, I've also got to give it to Charlie and Trin, both of those having a fantastic showing in both races actually.
yes, consistent, clean, great racing, and if that's Trin's start, then he's definitely going to go places in AFR, that's for sure.
Yes, absolutely. He's currently reserved for Tier 2, vying for a seat, so hopefully he gets one soon. And that's us for the evening. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Kind of a boring race being Monaco. In saying that, our sprint race was quite exciting. A lot of battles, a lot of action, a lot of carbon fiber, which is always keeps it exciting.
Yes. Sorry, I might just quickly add as well. Looks like everything on my telemetry was saying was wrong. Charlie actually did get the fastest lap, so I do stand correct.
Kick him while he's down.
Yep.
And on that terrible, terrible note, we're going to end the stream. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be back Sunday night for a Tier 1 and Tier 2 practice races. This has been Psycho and Stars. See you guys next time.
See you, boys.